Hello, Shamel Sports, Freetown, Sierra Leone. My name is Kwame Kui. My name is Kwame Kui. People commonly know me as Q7. That's cool and friendly person. Football has been my dream since I was childhood, and it's a special cherished gift from the Almighty God. Outside of football, I love to listen to music. And also listen to different sounds and to create my own vibe as well. And music, when someone is stressed, it takes away the pressure away from you, and also when the mind is not in the good shape. One of my strengths in football is to run and also show my skills. I love running, and I do enjoy it to show myself what I got. I got my best season in 2017-2018 when I was playing for Vikingo Olasvik, and 2018 when I scored 11 goals and I was the top scorer of the team at that time. And 2018 I got sold to Brenda Blick, and I come, and I don't have that much time in Brenda Blick. I go on loan to Vikingo LVK, which I got some couple of goals and assists, and at the end of the season we were the champion of the Icelandic Cup. My first international call-up was in 2014 when we played Shamel in Freetown, Sierra Leone. It was a great feeling to be among the top players in Sierra Leone, in the likes of Kai Kamara, Ibrahim Tete, Medu, and Umaru Zingile. I learned a lot from them, because the advices they give to me motivated me more to achieve what I want in my football career. I got my first international goal, the one against Ghana in 2013 in the Wafu, when I dribbled past 4-5 players and finished. It was a fantastic goal. I can never forget that day. My best club goal is the 2019 when we play Coward accurately, when I score with my back foot. Yeah, with my back foot. My best travel experience is when I was playing for FCG Wansin. We got a program, like a tournament in Switzerland, and This was my first day to enter in the plane, and I was panicking, also sick, because when the flight want to take off, everyone start shaking like this. And when we got landed in Switzerland, I was like almost sick the whole day, but as time goes on, I'm already used to it now. More especially for African players to play in Africa, come to Europe, the journey is not easy. We've been struggled a lot, but I thank God for today. We're still moving on. One of my tough football opponents is a guy called Iche. His name is Iche. He played in Sierra Leone for East Alliance. I can remember when every time we met, it's like a tough battle, and we fight because he don't want to get bullied. I don't want to get bullied as well. So I think that is my tough opponent I have ever met in football. For now, as time goes on, we will learn the game every day and also learn how to attack my opponents. Yeah, I fought in training last month ago with my teammate, but it was professionally. So after practice, we do the handshake and we're good. So when I was young, I was watching Robinho for Brazil, because at that time I was skinny in the body, and Robinho as well is also skinny, and he loved dribble, he loved to do the style, the style we call the samba. He can enjoy himself in training, in game. So I was watching Robinho, but as time goes on, and if football now, we learn every day, everything change, and my way of playing also is changed. So I watch Mbappe because he's fast and quick. They also love to score goals, and
Hello everyone, this is Alassane Kallon, professional footballer.
Hello everyone, my name is Mohamed N. Kamara, aka Fabiaski, the goalkeeper of East Alliance Football Club.
Freetown, Sierra Leone. My name is Kwame Kui.
Please check out Shamel Sports.
Hello, Shamel Sports.
Please subscribe on Shamel Sports on YouTube to get the latest information on Sierra Leone football.
My name is Alassane Kallon, born and raised in Sierra Leone at Football Road on the 9th June 2000. I attended my primary school at St. Philip's and my junior and senior school at Albert Academy. I started my last examination at the Ahmadiyya Muslim Secondary School. I am a 7th class result holder when I took my exam. I am a twin by birth and brother alike, also a footballer. I come from an extended family, having my mother and my father still alive. I decided to choose the career as a footballer simply because I have the passion for football since I was a child. Playing football makes me feel happy and good to have a happy career, not only for the career itself, but my happiness. I like to pray to God Almighty because He is the one that gives me the talent. I also like watching movie and sleep. Enough rest. Playing football is not an easy game. My greatest strength and respect for everyone, regardless of age and status. Having beliefs passionate about football, my greatest weakness is not socially inclined. My childhood club, I started with Ibrahim FC, a childhood club, FC Bengal, that took me time for me to achieve my talent, and Rampasta, the club that exposed me to the country as a whole, and East Allowance, where I started to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and Real Balompidi Kallon, where I started my professional career at my present club. I was happy because I wanted to show the world the talent our beloved country has, but it was unfortunate for me because of the COVID-19. I have never scored yet for my country. Home against Algeria FC. My first experience was with the national team when I traveled to Iran to play friendly. The country was cold and it was very difficult because it was my first time to travel to a cold country like that. My toughest opponent back then was Rafael of FC Joansi. He hates losing, especially when I and my brother played against him. I've never fought in training. My mentor is Filippo Contino. I just love him whenever he's on the pitch of play.
appreciation to the government, the SLFA, NSA, and all fans of FC Kallon, the executive members of FC Kallon, for giving us this opportunity for showcase in this tournament. Yes, we're young players, then we need the experience and desire to do well. Today will be an intense match, very difficult match with the Buffaloes of Benin. They play very, very well, but we come with an objective for next day we not concede goal and we score one important goal. Today everybody did very, very well, and we stick to the game plan.
Yes, although it will not be easy for we, but we stick to the game plan. Coach them, what's that for the one exactly, and the result we want, we end up getting.
Well, the most important thing today, at least, just for being the as keepers, and at least we make sure say everything out there be good. And when FC Kallon, we always stick to what we want. What we want, and for being at the next stage and being at the group stage. We tell everybody thank you.
FC Kallon fans, and this now we're going to tell now. We know we don't make a lot of mistakes there last season and so many times there, but this time around FC Kallon are different team. Without different agenda, different motivation.
We don't play with first leg match against CRB Nigeria, and going into that match, of course we know that CRB, we don't learn about them, we don't study them small. But when you play a team of that kind of nature, all man they expect yes, you have to be cautious how you play the match, so that you will get the desired outcome. Because going into that match, the idea was really, if we don't win, we should not lose, because it's a two-leg qualifiers, so you have to make sure when you go into the next leg, it's still an open match, and it's going to be hard to achieve that. It was a good game. We started off shy and come out along the line, we pick up and we take the game to them, and we came so close to scoring. And I feel it's a match where we had the better chances. We unfortunately will not be able to convert them. So we don't learn a lot of lessons from that match, and coming into this match in Algeria, we don't come and we don't sit there, we don't discuss as a team. And we know exactly how they approach the match. Obviously, it's not going to be the same as what we did in Nigeria, because this time around, we know a win or a score draw will make the qualifier, which means that we have to score and we have to win the match. That is really our target. So, our boys are determined. The fans say, by God in power on Saturday, victory will be ours. So we continue forward. Talk to everybody. We love Go Rangers, our fans, the people of Go, the people of Sierra Leone. We need your support as always. We cannot do this without your support. We have only been able to come this far with the support of another people. So please, come on Saturday and need that additional support, because we are always on serve as the number 12 man at the team where we play. So we always need that to make sure we get the victory on Saturday. And we want for assure each and everybody say we will represent Sierra Leone. And we pray for the victory, and we pray that we will make una all proud, and we will return at the end of the week. We will return as proud representatives of Sierra Leone.
match. That is a training match, of course, in Mohammedia. The teams are on the pitch now, and now for the national anthem. First, the national anthem of Sierra Leone. Wonderful play by Lamin Jallo, and it's a throw in to the Gambia. And taken by Seydou Janko, who plays for Real Valladolid in Spain. Good. He plays a throw in Sierra Leone. Lamin Jallo and Ibrahim Ablaye Jallo coming behind the ball. They also began with Kidison Basakun, Babacar Gueye in goal. Nine Northern players passing this free kick. Sent in and headed out into the safe hands of Babacar Gueye. And it's a long ball. Ablaye Jallo, Lamin Jallo. No, but no, to use his possession and defender David Cisse. The goalkeeper Ibrahim Cisse, who plays for many men who in the 6th year of the German league, sends a long ball, but then throw in the Gambia, taken by Seydou Janko. Janko, back to Muha Sonko. The goalkeeper, Babacar Gueye, sent a long ball to the other side of the pitch, but missed the target deep. Instead, Gambia found it thrown taken by Ibu Ture of Salford City in England. Ibrahim Dabo, the Roma player. Ibu back to the goalkeeper, sends a long ball into the middle, but Sierra Leone won position. Again, they lost it, and Sanko Sedijanko can put the ball forward. Lamin Jalo for the Gambia. Lamin dispossessed, but then Sedi won position again back to the Gambia. Noha, who plays for Esposans in the Swedish Allsvenskan. Wonderful play there by Ibrahim Dabo. Buakar Steve Trawan. Merek. Oh, wow, lovely. Good ball into Hassan. Oh, Steve. Oh, but the goalkeeper was there. Ibrahim Sisse to gather the ball for Kallonians. Jallo to be going through some pain there. He seems to be knocked. And the center referee asked him to go out to do some medical attention. He seems to be knocked on the mouth. When he challenged, that was an elbow. And I think the referee missed that. And that was stipulated to the Gambian medical team that it was an elbow. On the touchline there. Sierra Leone can build from the back again. Number 3 is Sumara Abubakar. Hassan won, but then back to Abubakar. Sumara his defensive partner in David Sisse. David back to Sumara. Dispossessed by Hassan, but then again lost his threat. Oh, Sumara won that battle legally according to the central referee. The Royals are trying to dictate this play in the opening exchange this year. The Royals working the ball nicely among themselves. Pressing back, ball back to Ibrahim Sisse. Ibrahim to Samura. Samura to Kwame Kiu. Back to Kamara, John Kamara. Lamin Jallo dispossessed. He's going. Lamin Jallo. Oh, Hassan is calling for the ball. Good interception there. Good interception by the Sierra Leonean midfielder, John Kamara. John actually plays for Kesla in Azerbaijan, and he has 7 caps for the Sierra Leonean national team. The goalkeeper sends a long ball in, headed down by the captain of the Gambia, but then straight into Sierra Leonean hands again. They are dominating in this opening exchange, even though they are yet to have a chance. Oh, it's going. That could be dangerous. Penalty against the Gambia. The referee has given a penalty to Sierra Leone just 7 minutes into the match. Sierra Leone has won the penalty. Captain Wakoli and Sedijanko are in the mixed league with the decision from the Moroccan referee. Kai plays for Helsingfors in the Finnish Veikkaus Liga. He has a wealth of experience, having played for Norwich and Middlesbrough, as well as the Vancouver Whitecaps. He's the captain of the team. Started with 6 goals. He also played for the Sun. Was an earthquake, the Columbus Crew, and New England Revolution all in the Major League Soccer. Guy is the star of this team. He comes against Babukar Gay for the Gambia. by Babukar Gay. Wonderful save. What a save by the goalkeeper. So we are still 0-0. You can see the captain Omar Colley congratulating his goalkeeper. A wonderful, brilliant save from the German-born Gambian goalkeeper. The corner to Sierra Leone. What is the central referee complaining? He seems to be unhappy with something there. And Omar Colley is wondering why. Sends a long ball, headed down, but another corner. Another save from Babukar Gay rather. Beg your pardon. Syrian corner to be taken by Sulema Kai Kai. Kai sends a long ball into the embassy area. Ibrahim Madabo, but loses possession again to Kai Kamara. Kai totally in there, loses, and the referee says Suleiman Buare got the last touch of the ball, and it's going to be what? Another corner? Where I'm seated, I struggle to see the other corner flag because my view is being blocked by the bench. But what has the referee given? Oh, yes. That's okay. Yes, the throwing is fairly. To be taken by the left back. Another throw to Sierra Leone. Oh wow! Foul throw. Wow, that's the same thing from the Sierra Leonean left back at this level. Seydou Mansari. Now Seydou Janko, formerly of Manchester United, also formerly of FC Porto, St. Etienne, young boys of Bern, former Swiss understated under 19, under 20, and under 21 right back. Finally deciding to play for the Gambia, but it is going to be throwing the Gambia. Surprisingly, once everyone thought the Syrian player got the last shot, but Mansari has a chance to redeem himself. Nice cross. Out. And that was never going to trouble Babukar Gay in the Gambian goal. Babukar Gay this ball kick. Goal kick for the Gambia. What is he going to do? Is he going to finish no one or he's going to build from the back? Looks like he's going to build from the back. Captain Omar Colley. Omar Ibuture. Salford City left back. Steve. But means the target. Can Hassan win possession? Yes, he does. Foul. Yes, that was indeed a foul. And a free kick to the Gambia inside the Sierra Leonean half. Samura seems to be the gentle player there, and a free kick quickly taken by Toure. Steve, what can he do? He's still with the ball. Ibrahim Dabo, back to Captain Omar Colley. Sampdoria powering the penalty. Good ball into Steve, but there was too much space on the ball, and it is out for a goal kick to Sierra Leone. It's taken by Ibrahim Steve. Into the first half. It's still goalless. If you are just joining us, I'm coming to you live from the Stade Ben Ahmed El Abdi in El Jadida, and I'm your commentator Babukar Kamara. Sierra Leone missed a penalty. They had the opportunity, but then missed the penalty, and it's still Squire. Surprisingly, the Sierra Leone maximum German-born Gambian goalkeeper Babukar Job, who for most part of his career has been the understudy for the initial regular Modi Job. But he's proving his worth as Gambia prepares to take part in its first ever African Cup of Nations finals in Cameroon in January and February of next year. Sierra Leone is going to be participating for the first time in 25 years. This is their third time to qualify. Good ball into Asan. Asan, this is dangerous. Asan into the area. Asan, she said, oh, good ball. Oh, goodness. Missed everyone, but Lami Jallo. Suleiman Mare. Oh, well over. That was Gambia's best attack. And at one point, we thought Asan was going to slot in. But then, it seems there was a lapse in communication there. I mean, you would bet on him taking the shot from there, but then instead he decided to put the ball back. But then already the players who were pushing forward had already moved forward. But then after Lamin Jallo had won to gain possession, and he laid it back to the young midfielder Suleiman Mare, but in the end Suleiman squeezed the ball high over. Still goalless. Nuha Sonko. Again Nuha Sirijanko. Lamin Jallo is having a very decent match. Suleiman, good ball, but then all the way back to Ibrahim second goal for Sierra Leone. Mansare. Beautiful Suleiman, but referee said no, that was illegal, and it's going to be a foul and a free kick to Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone are making their first appearance in an African Cup of Nations final for the first time in 25 years. Gambia, for the first time in the history of association football in the Gambia, will be making their African debut. Belatedly go. Hassan Cisse! Hassan! Hassan is one and one with the goalkeeper! No, Hassan misses! Goodness me! Oh, goodness. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. It should have been 2-0 to Gambia, but unfortunately Hassan missed, and then the rebound was missed by Naima Dabo. That was a lapse of concentration, but that should have been a goal to Gambia. No doubt about that. But then it's going to serve as a moral boost for the team. Like I said, belatedly, the AFCON in Cameroon has been delayed by a year because of the global pandemic from the COVID-19. People are still grappling with this enemy, but the world is now opening up. Some countries are already relaxing their restrictions to open up their countries. Abdoulaye Jallo of Gambia. Abdoulaye Jallo. Amar Fali. Ibu Toure. Ibu Toure overlapped, sends a long cross. No, straight into the hand of Ibrahim Cisse. The Sierra Leonean number 30 plays for Kallon FC, while the number 18, who is David Cisse, plays for Barnet in the English national fifth tier. Abdoulaye Jallo, formerly of Real de Banjul, loses possession. He also played for Generation Foot before signing on for Le Mans in France. He is currently on loan at Sharian, where he helped them to promotion to the Belgian top flight Asarian, and he has just recently extended his contract with Le Mans to continue his loan with Asarian. Sierra building again from the back. Hassan moves out. Gambia will gain possession, but straight back. Sierra Leone sends a long ball. Luha, good ball. Hassan. Hassan is there again. Hassan Cisse, what can he do? Hassan! Oh my goodness. He missed. This is unheard. Hassan. On another day, that would have been 2 goals by Hassan Cisse. But he miskilled his shot. And Sierra Leone were out of gale there. But that was very nearly a goal for the squad. After 20 minutes here at the start, Ben Ahmed El Abdi in El Jadida, it's still the Gambia nil, Sierra Leone nil. But I mean, this game is crazy. Could have seen what? The 3 goals. Oh! Oh! Wow. Then straight into the safe hands of Babakar Gay. Seydi Janko, who plays for Real Valladolid in the Spanish Segunda Division, and he was fouled there by the Sierra Leone starman Kai Kamara. Free kick to the Gambia. This is Seydi Janko's first official match for the Gambia. Ibu Ture, Bubakar Steve Traoré, Steve Ibrahim Dabo, Ibrahim Suleiman, Ibrahim again. What can he do? Passing to Seydi Janko. Seydi Janko, what can Seydi do? Seydi is going forward. Oh, he's going all the way. He has overlapped. Wow, wonderful skill from the former Man United. Oh, wonderful play there from Seydi Janko. But Sierra Leone cleared their line for a corner. Wonderful skill from Seydi Janko, the former Swiss youth international. This is very positive attitude from the Gambian team. It will come from that demoralizing defeat. 48 hours ago. Abdoulaye Diallo to take the corner for the Gambia. Sent it. Oh, handball! Handball, yes. Penalty to the Gambia. The ball was handled by David Cisse, the number 18, the experienced Barnet player, formerly of Crawley Town. And Hassan Cisse has the opportunity to give Gambia the lead from the penalty spot. This is the second penalty of this match. The first one was missed. Babakar Gay for the Gambia saved that. Now Hassan Cisse has the opportunity. The FC Zurich marksman, remember he's coming from scoring 4 goals in the Swiss Super League the other day. Hassan Cisse, he scored that historic goal in March 2025 at Banjul's International Independent Stadium that qualified for our first AFCON. The referee blows his whistle. Hassan Cisse, Hassan step forward, still technician. Hassan step forward. Hassan shoots, scores! 1-0 to the Gambia. Hassan Cisse with the goal. Wonderful play. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful penalty there from the former Gambia Sports Authority. Oh, sorry, from the former Gamtel striker. He sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and he's been joined by his Gambian teammates to celebrate. 1-0 to the Gambia here at the Stade Ben Ahmed El Abdi. Hassan Cisse from the penalty spot after the ball, after Abdoulaye Diallo's corner was handled by David Cisse in the penalty box. The referee did not hesitate. It was very clear from even where I was sitting. And those of you watching on television, you would have had the opportunity to watch the replay, and that was a very clear penalty. Even though I didn't have the opportunity to watch the replay of the Gambian penalty, it was a very fast action. I could not determine whether it was a penalty or not. Seems to be a controversial call, but this one, there was no doubt about it. The AFCON-bound Scorpions of the Gambia lead 1-0 here at Stade Ben Ahmed El Abdi. Hassan Cisse, the Gambia's wonderful goal scorer, the scorer of that historic goal on the 25th of March. Oh, Gambia again position again, and what? Lamin Jallo to Asan. Oh, Asan moved, and Sierra Leone regained position. Kai Kamara to what? To Osman Chancel, long cross to be dangerous. Wow, that was blocked by the face of Noha Sonko come back. Noha, whose father hails from Pakalindin village in the lower river region of the Gambia, but born in Switzerland, born in Sweden to a Swiss mother, and he now plays for Oskarshamn IF in the Swedish Allsvenskan. He is playing as a central defender. That is where he plays for his club. Oh, Sierra Leone has equalized. Wonderful corner, and it was pumped in by the star man. 1-1 here. 1-1. Sierra Leone have just equalized after 25 minutes. And his attempt for his earlier miss. It is 1-1 here at Stade Ben Ahmed El Abdi. Naik Kamara, who missed an early penalty, has headed in. He was marked in the Gambian penalty area, and he pumped in a very powerful header past the Gambian keeper. It's 1-1 here. We are back on level time. Sierra Leone has come with 26 players and 24 officials for this training camp. And we had reports that it was a very terrifying experience for the Sierra Leone team because regrettably, they almost crashed their plane because they traveled via Banjul to Dakar, Senegal, and we understand there was a very bad weather when they were about to land to Senegal. At one point, the pilot almost landed until when he realized that there was already another plane on the tarmac, and then he had to dive off to save the entire delegation's life. But even at that, they were met by a very terrible weather. We understand that at one point one of the players had to send a voice note to his brother back home to tell him that possibly there was a lot of crash. Say this, but the reality is the reality, and I think it's important for people to also know this. We already asked his brother to look after the family. But they've been so wonderful. Happily they were here, but we understand that the 2 days that they've been here, they were very terrified. They do not even want to remember the moment. Sierra Leone seem to be dictating again after that equalizer. Oh, Gambia again loses straight off, and there were shouts for a foul to the Gambia, but the Moroccan referee was not interested. Kai Kamara, the captain. Oh, foul according to the referee. Free kick to Sierra Leone. Standing over the ball is Sierra Leone's John B. Kamara. John B. Kamara plays for Kesla in Azerbaijan. Free kick just right into the Gambian area. Ball back to Kallon defense. Now to the Barnet man. Back to the Kallon, who plays in the Sierra Leonean National Premier League. Now Kessler. Barnet man. Gambia can build again. Suleiman Mare to Sedi Janko, who is very, very, very good going forward. Sedi Janko, Seydou, what can he do? To Lamin Diallo. Lamin, back to Sedi. Sedi, back to Suleiman Mare and Suleiman to what? Noha Sonko? Yes. Gambia is going to build from the back again. Noha Sonko, who plays as a centre back for Oskarsson in the Allsvenskan. But in all the previous matches that he played for the Gambia, he played as a right back. Now that Santi has Sedi Janko among his runs, he can use Noha in his natural position. Gambia can be remembered, don't forget, have a lot of options from the bench to fall upon in the second half. You have the likes of Baro, who are all game changers, and you have the goal poacher, Dembo Dabo, also on the bench for the Gambia. So Santi is definitely spoiled for choices. Also, the Gambia the 20 team played in a FIFA World Cup qualifier in Benin against the ball was out against Burkina Faso. The Gambia lost 1-0 at home in the first leg. Man covering that game for us. We picked up actually starting with earlier. Suleiman Mare was lucky there. He almost was caught napping there. Blay Jallo. Wow. Almost there. Now he's taking the ball out of danger. Ibrahim Adabo. Good ball to Steve. But yes. Oh, Steve got it. I mean, seems to be wow, wonderful skill. Wonderful skill. Wonderful. What can it? Oh, crosses. But then missed the target. Good play for Gambia. Sedi Janko. Lamin Diallo beat his marker. Cross. Oh, wonderful defending there by Australian. Lamin Diallo again. He's having a very, very decent match. Just like the first half in Mohamedia the other day against Morocco. Ibrahim Adabo, the Roma player. Blay Jallo. Good ball to the skillful Steve Trawale. Steve, pedal, swings it. Oh my goodness! Wow. The goalkeeper almost fumbled the ball there, but then he was lucky whose hands were the big hands of his. That is Ibrahim Cisse, were enough to stop the ball, and then he was able to gather it. Senegal, or Sierra Leone rather, did I just say Senegal? Sierra Leone move forward. What can they do? Good defending from the Sampdoria man. Gambia can attack again through Ibrahim Adabo. Now they are enjoying themselves. The Gambians. This more look like a Constantia team. Ibrahim Adabo is everywhere today. Wonderful play from Ibrahim Adabo. Back to Suleiman Mare. Suleiman, whose knee was bandaged at the beginning of this match. And we did not play in the fourth game because he was struggling for fitness. But we've seen that he's taken that bandage out. It looks like he's very much fine now. Sedi Janko, the Royal Valladolid right back. Back to Noah Sonko, turn back. Noah to Hassan, but no. The ball missed the target. Sierra Leone regained possession. They are knocking the ball. Kai Kamara, the former Norwich and Borough striker. Kai, or midfielder rather. Kai Kamara. He is dictating the play right now, and he goes very, very, very intelligent move there. But that is going to be a throw-in to the Gambia, the Scorpions. We played more than half an hour here in the Independence Stadium. Oh, in the Stade Ben Ahmed El Abdi here. Sierra Leone, good ball. Wow. That was not very, very good. There is a good shot, and the goalkeeper was standing again. That was a good shot from the Sierra Leonean number 7, Kwame Cape. Kwame plays for Bakingor Rayavik in Iceland. Captain Omar Colley to say the Janko, but there was too much pace on the ball, and unfortunately it's going to be another throw in to Sierra Leone. To be taken by Seydou Mansari, quickly taken. Now John Kamara is playing as a central. I mean, sometimes you think he plays in midfield for central defense. Sometimes he is all over the place. He is a formidable player. This John Kamara still. And John plays for Kessler. Oh, Gambia again possession. Hassan, good ball to Lamin Jallo. Lamin Jallo, what can he do? Oh, what? Wow, corner. Wonderful play there for Lamin Jallo. Lamin Jallo, who just moved to Sehavar in the Hungarian top flight. That was a wonderful ball from Hassan Cisse, and he kept the ball, went with it, but he was very, very close to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper, it was good that he also killed him, because if not, Lamin would have had the opportunity to set it in the bottom too. But then his decision to completely out of his box was able to stop Lamin from having to even think. But still, the Gambia is able to get a corner out of it. And again, it's going to be taken by Abdoulaye Jallo, the diminutive forward player. Sends a good ball again in the box. Wow, good cross. But headed by Sierra Leone. Throw in. Quickly taken by Abdoulaye. Nuha, back to Abdoulaye. Abdoulaye, can he send it? No. Lamin Jallo again. Lamin to Abdoulaye. Abdoulaye. Leman Mares. That was a foul, but the referee says no. He allowed advantage of the ball. Steve, good shot. Oh, that was very, very, very close. Wonderful play from Steve Krawale, who also did not be broken. Had a wonderful 45 minutes against Morocco on Thursday. Sierra Leone, Ibrahim Cisse. He seemed to be struggling when he saved that ball from Lamin Jallo, but he's back. Sorry. Oh, Abubakar Samura. Samura again. Even dangerously, if Gambia can attack with aggression, I mean, they are making a lot of mistakes at the back. They are making a lot of mistakes at the back. And, if the front line can push forward with a little more aggression, then you can force them to another error which can lead to a goal. Yeah, handball and free kick to the Gambia. But like I said, do not forget that in the game, you have players who are very, very, very influential, and he can decide the art of this match. Modubaro is not the that scored Gambia's 2 goals on Thursday. And Mosi and Dembo change period. Good play from Ibu Toure of Salford City. Omar Colley, Ibu Toure, Ibu Tua, no, back to Omar Colley. Omar to the goalkeeper, Babakar Gay, who had been a spectator for some time now. Gambia are definitely right into this game. Good header of the ball from Steve. No. Ibu Toure sent a ball in, but there was a miscommunication between him and Steve, and Sierra Leone regained possession, and they are pushing forward, but then back to John Kamara. They are attacking again. Ooh. Nice interception from Roha. Suleiman. Ibrahim can get the ball away and foul. Yeah. Oh, the referee says no. There was a foul against Ibrahim Dabo. Be careful, Suleiman. Careful. Good play. Risky though, but good. The Gambia can attack through Setijanko to Ibrahim Dabo. Oh, he is loving himself, this kid. This kid is just lovely to watch. And Seri Janko is another wonderful, wonderful player there. Steve could not get the ball. Kamara. Actually by Congo Rayabag man in Iceland, who is Kwame Kwe. But Ibrahim Dabo again. Oh, dangerous tackle, and the referee agrees. And what? Oh, at one point I thought we were going to see our first yellow card of this match. But the referee is keeping her cards to a close to herself for now. But it is a free kick to the Gambia. Just right after the second. The Gambian captain was calling for the referee to give a yellow card, but the referee didn't agree. Omar Kallon back to Suleiman Mare. Suleiman Mare to Omar again. Omar to Ibu Toure, who is overlapping. Ibu sends a good cross, Hassan. Oh, but that was very close to the goalkeeper, and Ibrahim Cisse saved comfortably. Again, very, very busy in this just 45 minutes. And the Gambia is playing in such a way that the full backs do not overlap at the same time. One goes, the other one stays. Suleiman Mare, very comfortable on the ball. He is the side of a modern midfield number 6, Omar Kallon, the big centre forward and captain for Gambia. Noha Sonko Sonba. Noha Seidi Janko. Seidi is having a decent debut to Lamin Jalla, but that ball went out for a throw in the Lone Star. Wow, Sean is also another better. What me? Good cross to Sierra Leone. Oh! Another goal for Sierra Leone. Good cross there by the number 2. And unfortunately, Gambia has just gone behind. It is 2-1 to Sierra Leone. We have played already 40 minutes and more, and Sierra Leone have led in this match for the very first time. Of lasting concentration from the Gambian right side of defense.
Welcome to Shamel Sports.
Able to punish the Gambians, and it is 2-1 to them. The goal scorer is number 8. Steve Trawale, Steve, Hassan, Steve, oh! The ball was deflected and right into the hands of Ibrahim Cisse in goal for Sierra Leone. Trawale, Bubakar Trawale, Bubakar Babu Suleiman to Abdullahi is everywhere. If he is having another different match today. Suleiman to Seidi Janko, Seidi to Lamin Jallo. What can Lamin Jallo do? Wow, he beat his opponent, but then his defender was strong and instead it's a foul against Lamin Jallo. A free kick to Sierra Leone. That was a nice dummy. Put the ball in between the legs of Sekou Mansare. But the speed, Sekou Mansare was able to stand in between him and the ball. And Sekou played for Wilson Stars in the Premier League, and he made his debut against Guinea Conakry in June. Gambia is attacking against Ibu Toure. Abdullahi Jallo. Abdullahi entered the box. Abdullahi, what can he do? Good cross. But the ball was intercepted there. Gambia was appealing for a penalty, but the referee had none of it. And Sierra Leone can attack through the number 8, who I do not seem to have seen this here. Good recovery from Omar Kallon. But then straight back to Sierra Leone to Kwame. Kwame is another fine player. He will fall down to the ground. It's a free kick against Ibu Toure. Kwame 3. It's another very, very decent player for Sierra Leone. There, but it looks like it's going to be taken by the wow! Wonderful shot from Usman Kakai. But then the ball was saved by Babakar Gay. It was nearly 3-1. So it's halftime here at the Stade Ben Ahmed El Abdi in El Jadida as part of Gambia's training camp here in Morocco in El Jadida. El Jadida is a resort town city, 1.5 hours drive from the administrative, the commercial capital, Casablanca. It's halftime. It is Sierra Leone 2 to Gambia 1. Gambia first led through a penalty. That was after Kai Kamara missed a penalty. His penalty was saved by the government goalkeeper.
Hello everyone, this is Alassane Koma, professional footballer.
Hello everyone, my name is Mohamed N. Kamara, aka Fabiaski, the goalkeeper of East Lions Football Club.
Freetown Sierra Leone. My name is Kwame Kui.
Please check out Shamel Sports.
Hello, Shamel Sports.
Please subscribe on Shamel Sports on YouTube to get the latest information on Sierra Leone football.
Darami vender rundt, og så scorer han. Glimrende lavet af Darami. Det er ham, de skal vende sig til. Vende sig imod FC København, når det er, at de skal have løsninger på målet.
Der frem nogle af de bedste spillere i kampen, Jens Dage med en god vending. Og så Per Bengtsson, Darami, altså er vel tæt på at være de bedste i den her kamp. Er det ikke det, Peter? Der sørger for den score.
For begge klubber. Mod begge klubber. Falk. Men det er lidt kigge-vent-finte ind til Darami. Darami her i et gennembrud. Darami, det gemmer det ind. Her af FC København efter 1,5 minuts spil. Rasmus Falk med den første aflevering, og så går det hurtigt deroppe af lidt bandespil. Og Darami accelererer. Han vil gerne se den her hurtighed.
Det er flot, og Solbakken har efterlyst hans afslutningskvaliteter. Der kommer de fuldt til sit fulde. Går ind imellem to mænd. Det, der sker inden, det er selvfølgelig det, der kommer til at koste OB. De falder alt for langt tilbage, og det er godt link-up-spil, det her, som gør et perspektiv. Og så skal vi med bolden være lidt mere levende, for der bliver de.
Løberne er sat ind her, hvor Darami sikker en aflevering fra Varela, der var derinde. Godt nok, men det er et overblik at komme i feltet på den der måde. Tag løbet, investere i et løb, Flemming.
Kommer sent ind i feltet, men han kommer med fart ind, og kan spacere bolden ind i mål. Det er klart, det er Santos, der også tager godt ryg ind i feltet og giver pladsen bag sig til Darami, som så kommer ind og bakker en fin indlæg fra Varela.
Ja, her ser vi opspillet.
Læg mærke til, hvor fri han er derovre. Santos og Okora kæmper, men der er slet ikke nogen, der har opmærksomhed.
And everything in this music you hear, Kallon, Kallon. And so this time we will go across the table. Tell us, how did you, become your football joining for a few minutes?
I would say, I want to say thanks to the Almighty Allah, because I was blessed. I was fortunate, one of the fortunate guys from Sierra Leone, to have, graced the game to the highest level, because you know how difficult it is to have the opportunity. Back home here in Africa, we have less opportunity. So when I had that opportunity, I had to make use of it, because I know where I'm coming from. So that's why, I was going, so tough, so hard to see that I can make it and pave the way for other players to have the opportunity as well.
You have brothers that used to play football before you. You care to tell us how they helped you, motivated you, or they drove you into the game and so forth?
Yeah, I came from a footballing family. My two elder brothers, Kallon and Musa Kallon, were great footballers as well. My elder brother Musa, he was a versatile player. He played everywhere in the field. And we have Kallon, who was the defender for the national team. We all played together at the same time, and it was a blessing. So we came from a footballing family.
There must be something that put you, ahead of other players, especially in Sierra Leone. You care to tell us?
Yeah, as I said, because I was fortunate enough, blessed, to have made use of that opportunity, because we have a lot of talented, great players. I'm not the best player from Sierra Leone. We have other great players like the late Lamin Junior Tumbukonte, the late Ishmael Delfan, and a lot of other great players from Sierra Leone. But I think I was blessed and humble, to have gone through the ranks and make good use of the opportunity, because sometimes, coming from Sierra Leone, and you don't know what to expect. So when you go to Europe, you get distracted by many things. So I was blessed and I was lucky not to get distracted, and I was focused, I was determined, I was working very hard, and see that I can make my country and my people proud.
You talk about being humbled. How does humility help?
That's one of the factors, because going to Europe, going on a different land where they have different culture, different system, you have to be humble to learn, because moving from Sierra Leone, going into Europe, everything is different. The football is different, the culture is different, tradition is different, the language is different. So if you're not humble, how are you going to learn all those things and adapt to it? And the support machine has to come from the home players. If they support you and they want to work with you, then there's clear chances for you to make it. But if you go there and be pompous and act like you know it all, then everybody will run away from you. So that's some of the problems we have with African players going to overseas for trials.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. So it doesn't have to be only by your talent, because you have talented players everywhere. Just talking about the South Africans, the Brazils, the Argentinians. So if you go to Europe, you see thousands of those players coming out for trials. So the competition is high, it's great. So you have to have something different to bring on the table for you to have or secure a contract. Because if it's only for your talent, it's difficult to make it out there. But you have other factors. The way you interact with people, the way you respect yourself, and the way you try to improve yourself every day. That's what they're looking for.
Okay. You are now an ambassador of African football out there, and you just spoke something very important. You could have the talents, but you need to be humbled, and you're concerned about most African players go out there and their attitude sometimes bring them back. How do you encourage your African brothers who want to be or reach the level you reached, or even more than you if they had the opportunity?
Yeah, most of the time on my podcast, I always mention humility, humbleness, because your attitude today is going to lead you where you're going to be tomorrow. Yeah, so if you have a good attitude, positive vibes, and then you have the support from everyone. But most of our players, I think they depend on their talent, but I think the attitude then comes with the work ethics, the respect for yourself, respect for people, and then the determination, the work rate comes in. Because for me, hard work, big talent. You can be as talented as you are, but if you're not hardworking, then I don't think you're gonna make it.
You need to work hard. You need to work. How does it come with working hard in a foreign land? How does it come? Is it something very difficult to do?
Yeah, football is a profession. It's a job on its own. So you have to work hard, and it gets to some point where you have to work smart. At the beginning, you have to work very, very hard to compete with, to accept to compete with other great players. So that's one of our problems with African players. They don't want to compete. So they've used to be compromised. They used to play, out of sympathy or out of interest. Yeah, but when you get to Europe, you have to compete with other players in your position. So if you're not used to compete or you don't want to accept to compete, that's where everything comes.
Are you considerate of the colors? Sometimes it's I'm a black man, you're among white or Asian people and European people. What do you say about that?
For me, I've never felt inferior in either Europeans, because I played in 4 different continents. So I always respect myself and believe in myself. Internally, I believe I'm the best and greatest player in the whole world. So if I believe that I'm the best inside, I can't say it outside, because I know there are other players who are better than me. Because in football, you have to be honest, you have to be realistic. Yeah, so I know other players are better than me, but I always try to improve myself to get better. So every time I step on that field, I have to give my 110%. So I don't feel inferior at all. So even if you're the world's greatest player, I played with 5 or 4 world best players. I played with Ronaldo.
Yeah, Ronaldo at Inter.
Yes, I played with Cannavaro. I played with Rivaldo and Roberto Baggio. So I played with great players. So
and at Inter, when Ronaldo was also there with you. You were wearing the number 3 jersey.
Yes.
Yes. Though your position was different, but the number was different.
So as I say, okay, it's not part of my humbleness. I try to understand quickly the system, how it works in Italy.
Okay.
So the important players will get the important numbers. Yes. So when you get there and trying to break through any team, you have numbers that nobody wanted. Okay. Nobody wanted the team. So playing for Bologna, I think I had 25. I went to Genoa, I had 33. I went to Cagliari, I had odd numbers like 20 and so. So when I had the opportunity to return back to Inter, because I signed 5 years, and then after 2 years I signed another 5 years contract. So I had 10 years contract with Inter Milan. So when I had that opportunity to return finally to Inter Milan, and I played there for 4 years. And all the important numbers were gone. Seedorf had number 10, number 8 was Di Biagio. All these important numbers, they were not there anymore. So I saw number 3 was vacant, and number 3 is a symbolic number for Inter, because one of their greatest players, Facchetti, is late now. He was using that jersey. So that I picked it up, and that was my luck. Yeah, because wearing strange number and I was scoring goals, so it was strange, and I had more support for that.
Okay. Do you still remember the goal you scored against Congo, 1995, in the Africa Cup of Nations? And from that game, the commentator, including the media, began to brand you as Wonderball. Do you still remember the name Wonderball?
Yes. I remember Reuters, right? Yeah, that was Reuters in 1995 in Congo. I think that was the most important goal for Sierra Leone in that qualifiers. So that was the game we made it through to the Cup of Nations in South Africa in 1996. That was the banger goal. So I scored from a 30-yard shot, and he went top corner, top 90, and we managed to qualify to the AFCON in South Africa.
Yeah. And so afterwards, how have you tried to manage the name Wonderball whenever people call you the name Wonderball?
I think nothing has changed. I remain myself. I'm always myself, and I know whatever I've achieved is by the grace of Allah. So I have to change. So I just want to continue. To see how I can be part of development, to develop the game. That's why I bought FC Kallon. So
yeah, we'll talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Can you remember? Can you give us, a very good moment that you still remember while playing football? A good moment on the field, maybe a goal or a team you play with, or a person you play with, a team you play against. You know, those important moments that you will never forget.
Every moment, every bit, every moment was very, very important for me. Just imagine coming from Sierra Leone, from Liberia, and having the opportunity to play where 95, 100,000 people watching you. So every moment will be as important as. Yes, I scored vital goals. We won vital matches, and we had fun. I had a lot of fun during those days. So I have a lot of things to remember about. But I remember one goal I scored after my injury. So we played in the Champions League against Barcelona, and I get hot tackled by Puyol, the captain of Barcelona. So I was out for like 6 months. On my return, the first game we played, so we were like 2 points down to Juventus, competing to win the Scudetto. And I came in 15 minutes to the end of the game. The first ball I touched, there was a thunder shot. I placed a top corner, and we won the game 1-0. I think that was maybe one of the most important goals.
Oh, that's wonderful. Clearly tell us what brought you down to retirement.
It was time to call it a quit, even though like it's actually difficult to stop.
Yeah.
To stop, you know.
Especially when people didn't expect you to.
No, I don't think it's not about expectation. It's about how you feel. Because I mean, football is a mental thing. It's not going with your body. It's not your physique. Okay, if you manage yourself very well, you can play up to 50 years. But when you start sustaining injuries, and then you start thinking, oh, I can't go no more, or I can do something else better to support my people or support the youth in Sierra Leone, then I decided to make that decision. But I've done my own part. Yeah, so I played like for 23 years professional, captain my national team for 15 years, played for my national team for 18 years. I think that's enough. Yeah, it was enough because it's a privilege playing for your country. It's a privilege to be captain of a national team. So you have to share that privilege with others as well. You can't just stay there until you can play until 50 years old. So I didn't want to do that. That's why I could.
You had about, I think, 35 caps for 7 years.
Even more.
Yeah.
You know we don't keep archives.
And so next month, your birthday comes next month.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think October 6th.
Yes, October 6th next month.
Yeah. And will you do that in Sierra Leone?
That's the moment I always love to spend with my kids, my family, my wife, and because I love when they prepare cake for me. Yes, to prepare my cake. It's gonna be like this little small, but that's the best moment to spend with the family. So that's a special day for me.
Okay.
So I would love to spend it with my wife and my kids.
All right. Tell us now about you retiring from football, and then you bought a football team and then renamed it FC Kallon. How did that all happen?
So I was looking for a way to pay back, because I have all the opportunity, the support from Sierra Leone. As a little boy growing up on the street, we play football on the street barefoot, and we came from those disadvantaged communities, underprivileged communities, and so when I had that opportunity to break through in Europe, and I was obliged to come back to Sierra Leone and do something and see how I can pay back. So I brought in a lot of investments, even with the old school. So I was partner with the president of the Republic of Liberia. So we did the old school together. We had the radio station, the studio, football field, and the biggest nightclub there as well. So we brought in that investment, but I thought it was not enough. So I'm a footballer, and I have to find ways to improve football in Sierra Leone, to develop football in Sierra Leone. So I decided to set up a team called FC Kallon. So this year marks 20 years of existence. So and I'm proud to have made that decision, because it's the best decision ever. Because we have hundreds of players that have gone through FC Kallon, and we have over 35 or 40 players overseas. Some are currently playing, some are living fantastic life with their family. So that's part of development.
You have the club to win a major title in Sierra Leone, and am I correct that you came out and even played for the FC Kallon?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
I did, and that was the best moment. Owning a club and playing for the club, and I know how I was feeling the first game I played. Even like we played the CAF competition. So we played against the Dweller from Cameroon, and I scored the free kick to take us through to the next round. So that same feeling I'm having the same feeling. I'm like exercising the same feeling right now as owner of the club, and I'm coaching the club. I'm the head coach of the team at the moment.
Yeah, that reminds me about your coaching career. How did it start in Italy? Is it Italy? Coach A and B licenses.
Yes. I always want to do things professionally and do it the right way. So when I decided to go into coaching after retiring from playing, I knew immediately that playing football and coaching is different. The same way I went to academy to school to learn how to play football is the same way I have to go to school to learn how to coach. So that's why I further my coaching education. Go through the ranks. I start with my B license in Italy at Coverciano, proceed to the A license, and then I finally made it with the Pro license. So now I'm a professional qualified coach.
Professional qualified coach. Is the team still in the top flight in Sierra Leone?
Yes. That's why we're representing Sierra Leone today.
You I know. That's so wonderful. Now let me bring you a bit to your business. How is it going? You are also a businessman.
I tried to be a businessman. It's hard.
But how is it like?
Yeah, because I love what I'm doing with football, and I have people that are doing the business side of it, and I try to, because so these are some of because now I'm here in Liberia. I have to serve as motivational speaker. I have to sound like a brother, like a mentor to other young players in Liberia who wants to play football, who we have the opportunity to go overseas, and because our lifespan in football, professional football, is too short. Maybe you play 10 years, max 15 years. So when you have that opportunity, you have to make the right decisions, and then you have to manage yourself very, very well. You can play football and do investment and do business at the same time. It's not going to work. Yeah, you're gonna fall short.
Why?
So that's part of my experience, because I was playing and I want to do business. Yeah, so you can lose your focus. Yeah, on football, and then you want to focus on businesses. But now that I have enough time, so now my businesses are going very, very well. Before,
own group of companies, what is it involved with?
So it's Kallon group of companies. So it's Mohamed Kallon, Sierra Leone, Kallon and Leon.
Oh, really?
That's how I combine the name.
Okay.
So somebody brought up that name. So one day we were doing a quiz on my radio station that, okay, which name we should give the company, and some little girl came up with that name, and she won the prize. So that's how we came up with that. The Kallon group of companies was this group of companies, like sub-companies under the company. We had the radio station, we had the studio, musical studio. We had a lot of artists in Sierra Leone right now, like the Emerson, the Daddy Shaj, the K-Man, the Famous. We had a lot of talented musicians there. So that's how we came up with the company, and it was a good one, because we wanted to be part of development. We want to create employment for youth, and Sierra Leone, 75% of the population are youth, so they look up to people like us that have the opportunity to come back home with achievements and all, to support them.
People like you, people like our President George, people like Shamel, Didier Drogba, are all from Africa. What do you think needs to be done to improve football in Africa? We have the WAFU tournament takes place, CAF championship takes place, and you people are icons now. What do you think needs to be done so that others that are coming after you can have a clear opportunity, easy access to playing professional football, and that they will achieve something to, be a man with having a business like you and impacting people?
I think we just have to follow suit with the West. What they did first was to build infrastructure, build a proper foundation, and then get a proper planning across Africa. So, like for instance, what is going on now in Liberia, the president of the FA, Mustafa Raj, is doing fantastically well. because he built like 6 or 7 fields across the country. That's why we're here, because we can't host our international games in Sierra Leone because our stadium is under construction, under renovation, and we don't have other fields that meet the requirements of CAF. So that's why we're here. So I have to say kudos to Mustafa for his great job, and the president of Liberia for giving me the support to build all these recreational centers here. So that's what we need to do in Africa. First, build the infrastructure, build a better foundation, and then get a proper planning and believe in ourselves. Because if you look at the European leagues, the top teams in Europe, all are formed by African players. Yeah, so if we can have those players competing at the highest level, if we can bring them home and be part of development, I think African football will transform to the next level. But I know that in the next 10 years we'll get it right. Because a lot of African players, a lot of players, big name players that have had that football education are coming back to see how they can develop their game.
Our country, Liberia, produce war best. You do your best, but our president, was a war best. Now, what's your reading about Liberia and civilian in football game? Since our president began, we are still struggling to have an icon like him. Though, what's your reading about our national team, the team, seeing the various sports pages, and what do you?
I think it's the biggest blessing ever. I think it's the greatest thing that I ever happened ever from Africa. To have graced the game, won the world best. That's an achievement. Yeah, that's an achievement. So for me, if I'm here, I know Liberians, we don't know this, but and then the moral support, the positive advice. I mean, when I was in my Italy, my closest support machine that supported me with confidence and how I made it this far, how I'm helping. I came back home to help and support Sierra Leone. I think this one is blessing. So it's my mentor, it's my elder brother, it's my dad.
Right, from you. Just before we open the lines, tell us how prepared you are with the team in Liberia for maybe the next few days that you're here for. How prepared is the team?
We went to Benin already. We won 1-0. It was a difficult game. It's a very good team with matured and experience because they challenged us but we are very, very, very prepared. Defensively, we are prepared. The game organization was good. In all the channels where they wanted to play, I don't think they were expecting team coming from Sierra Leone to like FC Kallon. So I know tomorrow gonna be, very exciting. That's where we're gonna go behind them and see how we can hurt them. So I'm urging all fans of football fanatics and families from Liberia and all Liberia, please come out tomorrow and support your favorite club, FC Kallon.
Okay. Kallon, African soccer. I do hear from the public, those of you. 700995 995. The on the live is for feed. Yes. Yes, sir.
Oh. Okay.
For developing the youth mind instead in soccer, and I also admire his at Inter Milan and what you just said, well, his senior brother George Weah, that was actually a good collaboration when they play together. That's why I'm looking to encourage each other. So I left it. I think Monica do live in Houston, Texas. Yeah, I normally follow him. So we all gonna come up tomorrow. Those are in that blood conference, so FC Kallon and FC Kallon gonna move to the next stage. Thank you, Mr. Kallon.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's get this person from the Lone Star. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, good morning. My name is Lawrence, I'm calling from Baba.
Go ahead.
I just want to share the thing, and also I just want to ask how much you're going to be a